they're entitled to. The member for Chisholm.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Health. Will the Minister please update the House on the status of the COVID-19 pandemic globally and how Australia's response is helping to save and protect lives?
The Minister for Health.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member for Chisholm for her support, particularly for mental health for young people, but throughout the course of the pandemic for the Australian people. And one thing that really strikes all Australians is the extraordinary results here when we look around the world. We see around the world, sadly, 121 million cases. We see in particular that in the last 24 hours, over 480,000 cases. And whilst the world had been making progress for many weeks, there has been an increase in recent days and over the last 2 weeks in terms of global daily cases. That's a matter for deep concern, as we discussed yesterday with regards to Papua New Guinea. At the same time, we've seen almost 2.7 million lives lost, over 9,200 lives lost in one day across the globe to COVID-19. In Australia, by comparison, when we compare, when we contrast, when we look at where we're at, we've had 0 cases of community transmission in the last 24 hours. This is the 46th day this year of 0 cases of community transmission. Thankfully, we are now again at 0 Australians in intensive care. There was one, but that person has thankfully been able to leave ICU. And 0 lives lost in Australia to COVID-19 for the entire 2021 year to date. And that's an extraordinary, an inconceivable, an almost unimaginable result for this country. And we thank all of our doctors and our nurses, we thank everybody involved, all of the Australians. Those twin strategies of containment and capacity have put Australia in this position, which I think we can safely say, when we look at the economic results and the health results, truly do make us the envy of the world. We see closing the borders, as difficult as that was, has helped save lives and protect lives. Testing at over 15 million tests. Tracing, which has been fundamentally important. The work being done with regards specifically to our distancing, and then the build-out of our capacity, including a rollout which has now seen over more than 220,000, growing to over 240,000 vaccines today, which is providing that confidence. Very significantly, one thing happened on the weekend. There were 2 cases, there were 2 states, and no borders closed. 2 cases, 2 states, no borders closed. That confidence in Australia is growing every single day. We've shown we've done it once, we'll continue to do it, and we'll continue to save lives and protect lives.